that the goal is to feel good. Sometimes it's like I know it. Originally I knew it.
Yeah.
But sometimes then I forget that what an important goal that is. You know, it's like all these other kind of ways to say it and ways to like replace it almost.
Get some shit. What do you like doing? Do that. I like doing stand-up. Here's what I realized I like doing. I like doing stand-up. I like directing commercials. I like writing jokes.
And the biggest problem for me is that I feel like I have nothing to go to whenever I get stressed out. I have no way to bring myself that instant pleasure and kind of take me out of my thoughts.
Take yourself out of your thoughts, you know, because that's what's leading you there. Your thoughts will lead you to actions, and your actions will lead you to better thoughts. So you got to create some new habits, and if it's at the end of the day or in the evening when you're struggling, then that's when you got to create some new habits, and you got to practice them. Sometimes what helps me is to do a meditation, man. And I know it sounds, wild and cheesy, but when you meditate, you kind of take control of yourself back from your environment. Because there's so many things that are just wanting our attention these days and getting our attention.
So, man, I've been sober a handful of times, and I've had a few years under my belt, and I've always gone back to the dark side, and man, I'm 42 years old, and I've got these beautiful kids, and I got 3 of them, and they're amazing. And I'm just starting to run out of gas, man. Like I can't hold up like I used to, and the drinking it's tearing me down. I feel ashamed to call on this line and sit here and cry, but I'm tired, man. It's wearing me out. I'm so tired, and I feel hopeless about getting back in the program. And I think that's the main reason I'm calling you, because I don't know how to get that hope going again and believe that I can do this one more time. I just don't know how to live sober. It scares the hell out of me. These kids depend on me, and that's a lot of pressure. And I didn't grow up like a lot of people. I think I grew up kind of like you. And I don't really know how to handle shit, man. I'm just trying real hard, but it's getting harder, and I'm starting to fuck things up.
But that stuff doesn't go away, man. That's the crazy thing. I thought at certain at certain times in my life, I'd be like, oh, in a couple years this will be gone. But it doesn't go away unless you do something about it. My biggest thing was just that one of the things I ran into was just commitment. A lot of times I would get into a relationship and then I just could not be committed. Like I couldn't be committed. I just couldn't do it, I didn't want to have somebody else like define me. There's a part of me that really doesn't trust having somebody else define me in a way. Does that make any sense or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, even I remembered like when I had a girlfriend, a lot of times I wouldn't even say this is my girlfriend. I would say this is my friend and then their name. And a lot of that stuff I feel bad about, man. It was, because it's not fair to them, so it was that sort of thing. It was like, I just, there's something I just had the toughest time with letting somebody else define me.
But he talks about it. No, and that's the other thing is nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
And I don't have any shame of it. I don't think it's any weirder. I don't think that having depression is a weakness. I don't think it's any weaker than having tendinitis.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. I'll try to treat it. I'm not going to make it like, I'm not trying to make it a heavy thing.
Yeah.
But whenever I see you, I try to talk about your feelings or your emotions. Like, cause dude, that's the thing. The reason why that clip of you is popular is because everyone wants to talk about it, but most places, it's kind of like, I'm sure after shows you have as many people that just like you because you're funny and quirky, and then there's also people that are like, hey man, can I talk to you about such and such?
Yeah, a lot of people come out. A
Yeah.
lot of people are struggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That so many people are having tough times. But then I look at all the people that are dying of meds and dying of this and that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, people really are struggling.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to my buddy. He's been my sponsor a bunch of times. But anyway, he said, you know, he was talking to me about the gambler. About how the gambler just keeps playing until they lose. That they're actually playing to lose. And I think that might be the case for me for some reason. Like, I don't know how to stop this thing. Anyway, I just want to be a good dad. I just want my kids, I just want to be something that my kids can look up to and have pride in and want to be like. But that's not what they're seeing right now. And it's killing me, man.
Thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that you're having a tough time. You know, it's brave of you to call. You know, it shows that, or to me, it shows that you care about yourself. Yeah, I can relate a lot, man. I can relate a lot. I think we are a lot the same. You know, I just keep trying, but I was just not finding solution, not finding comfort. Man, it gets tiring. It gets so tiring, just the energy we spend just spinning our wheels, man. And the gambler, is a good reference by your friend. Yeah, sometimes just keep playing just to lose. You know, sometimes when I would smoke cigarettes, I would smoke them and I'd burn half of one, I'd start smoking the next one. Before I even finished the one I was on, I'd put it out and start smoking the next one. Because I wasn't smoking to enjoy smoking, I was smoking just to burn myself down. I wanted to cook my heart like a damn little chicken. Because I had control over that. Yeah, just playing to lose, man. I don't care if I lose, but at least I lose, you know? I'm in control if I lose. That's this thing that's this story that there is. That's the feeling. You know, watch me wreck my life. Don't you care? That was this thing always inside of me. Watch me. You know, when it came to my addiction and stuff, or when it comes to it, that's a story that's inside of me sometimes, or that can be inside of me. Watch me ruin everything. Inhale real slowly for 8 seconds. You count while you're inhaling, and then you hold that inhale for 4 seconds, and then you exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Just count it in your head, and then you wait 4 seconds before you start to inhale again, and you just keep repeating that cycle. Do that for 10 minutes, and it might sound crazy. You might only be able to do 5 minutes at first, but if you can get to 10 minutes, man, it'll really set you in a more calmer state where you are more in control of what you're going to do next. And then I'd find, you know, a better activity. You know, if you need to make sure you leave your phone and your computer in the other room, if you need to read a book, you know, those are things, and also those are things you can do that will help. And also finding a higher power, you know, like it doesn't have to be God. You know, I'm not trying to lead anybody to religion, but if you can find, you know, somebody, if you don't have someone, a higher power that you can say, look, I don't want to do this anymore. Please take away the desire for me to do this. And by putting that out there, you're voicing what you want. That you don't want to be watching masturbation or pornography anymore. And that kind of stuff can really help, man, because sometimes even creating a higher power can just create like some accountability for you. Do you think that one of the reasons a lot of young men are struggling is because just like the way we've changed from being like really like limbic, like things we need to do, hunt, get milk, get honey, get, attack stuff, do stuff, be there, connected to the earth. And then now we've become this separate sort of it's almost like we're just like a strong thing that's
we're house cats
being contained. Yeah.
We're indoor cats now. So
it's fucking scary.
Well, yeah, it'll make you start to, these are all luxury problems.
Right. Yeah, no, they're luxury problems.
I'm not saying it like
I'm not
in a class
complaining.
way.
Right.
This goes from the poorest American to the richest American.
Yeah.
Most of our shit's taken care of, our basic needs, right?
Because I'm in control of that. It's so hard to let go of control. That's the thing. It's so hard to... you're doing it right there. When you're saying you're tired. Man, I know that tiredness, brother. I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of not I'm tired of also not even being there for myself. That's the loneliest, bro, when you don't even have yourself. You've done set up so many little goals for yourself and not achieved them every time and time again that you don't even trust yourself. In my experience, because I've had a recent experience with this of just being sick of myself, man. I got sick of myself this year. One of the best years of my life in some circles, and I just didn't feel good. I didn't, and it's not, so what I was doing was I wasn't doing anything to take care of myself, really. I had to start doing things different. I had to take action. And I'm not telling you what to do, but what has worked for me is taking action. In the meetings, sometimes I go to the meetings, and the program works. I don't deny that 12-step, that recovery works. And it's contrary action. That's the action I have to take a lot of times. When I don't want to go to the meeting, when I don't want to pray, when I don't want to ask for help. It's so hard to ask for help because we feel like we're the only person that cares about us. And we've always been the only person that cares about us. So to ask for help is like a weakness, That's what I've found for myself. But it's not, man. There's so many gifts on the other side of that. There's so many gifts in that book. It's not even about the meetings. It's about that book. It's about the process. You could be in any meeting. You could be in the worst meeting. And it's about really, it's about the meeting that you have with yourself. Meeting yourself in your heart and saying, hey, I got to do things different. I really do want something different for me. to have some self-esteem. I want to feel good. I want my kids to look at me and know I'm gonna do whatever I say I'm gonna do, or them to trust me and be reliable.